Okay, I've got to drive 14 hours for my buddy's wedding. I'm the best man, which is pretty cool. I get to wear a dope Vera Wang tuxedo, and I'm gonna look all snazzy and whatnot. But it's gonna be a long time sitting in the car doing nothing. And while I'm driving, I'll be entertained. But while I'm not driving, I'm not gonna be so entertained. So I decided I'd post a video that was a little bit open-ended, that welcomed a lot of conversation, because that way I can have time to respond to your comments, and you guys can ask me whatever kind of stupid questions you've got, or smart questions, or any kind of questions for that matter, but I prefer stupid ones. They're a lot more fun. Basically, I wanted to know kind of your origin story as far as skateboarding is concerned. What got you into it? Why were you attracted to it? For me, it was because the neighbor kid had a cheap Walmart skateboard, and he brought it over, and we played around on it. I actually learned how to ollie pretty quickly, and, some basic tricks, 50-50 stalls on an old barbecue pit and stuff like that. And that was when I was probably 7 years old, 7 or 8. And then once that board broke, I didn't have another board for years, probably till I was 13. But it was when we first started playing around on that first board that I decided that I was a skateboarder. That was what I was going to be for the rest of my life. And then the Tony Hawk video games started coming out, and Tony Hawk's Gigantic Skate Park Tour and all that kind of stuff. And I was being exposed to skateboarding media. I didn't have like 411 VM or anything like that. There was no social media to watch. I didn't have magazines for years, but I caught, whatever was on TV, the X Games, stuff like that, just whatever I could get my hands on as far as skateboarding media. And it wasn't really, if you were outside of skateboarding culture, it was kind of hard to get your hands on that stuff. And I didn't know anything about local shops or anything like that, so it was kind of difficult at first. Now, eventually, I did get my own board, and me and all the neighbors started skateboarding, and pretty much that was our lives. That's all we did. We got home from school, and we skated. We skated till dark, and then we went to sleep, got up, went to school, did some more skating, and that was it, I would stay home on weekends so that I would make sure I was home on Sundays to go on our weekly skate trip. We skated at the house pretty much every day, and that's my launch into skateboarding. That's how I got started out. And there's a lot more information there, and I'd like to talk about it in the comments, but you guys have to leave comments first. And like and subscribe and share this video, and please, please help me out with this 14-hour drive. It's been a long time since I've got to travel this far, so I'm not used to taking long car rides anymore. I used to travel all over the place. It was nothing for me to drive 14 hours in a day, get a hotel room, do my work the next day, and then drive home. But I'm not used to it anymore. The farthest I drive now is like a half an hour, and I guess a couple of hours when we go to Apex, but I'm really not used to traveling anymore. And that's one of the things about traveling, is that the more you do it, the more you get used to it. If you're used to making 10-hour drives, 10-hour drives don't feel like anything. If you're used to driving 14 hours, they don't feel like anything. But if you're only used to going a half an hour, and then suddenly you're faced with the daunting task of a 14-hour drive, it's a little bit overwhelming, and I'm gonna need some entertainment. I don't know what else I'm gonna do but talk to you guys, so please, I beg you, share your origin story with me, okay? Let's talk about skateboarding. That's what I want to do. I want to get my mind right. I want to get refocused on skateboarding, because I've been working a lot lately, and it's distracting me from skateboarding and recording videos about skateboarding and researching skateboarding and reading about skateboarding. That's what I want to do. I want to get caught up on all that and kind of refocus my energy, okay? I'm past the training point in work. I know what I'm doing, and now I need something to do with my day, okay? And what I usually do with my day when I have downtime, or when I'm doing some mind-numbing task, is to think about skateboarding, because I'm a skateboarder and that's what we do. So join in on the conversation, share it with your friends. Tell me all about skateboarding and what it means to you, because I love it and I want to hear about how much you love it.